Hello, Pete Rivers.
A very good evening, sir.
Good evening and very welcome to Coastline Radio.
Thank you very much, Brendan. It's nice to be here.
Thank you, and thank you for taking the time to join us here this evening on the Country Mix Show.
No problem at all. It's been a beautiful sunny day today here in London, and it's nice to get in out of the heat, as they say.
Well, it's the same here. The temperatures are 24 degrees here at the moment, Pete.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's barbecue weather in Ireland then, Brendan.
Barbecue weather in Ireland, Pete, yeah. And it's lovely. Long may it last now, because Ireland does suffer the bad weather most of the time, so it's great that we get a few days here.
Well, of course. I mean, everyone has this preconception about Ireland, it's always raining, and they're not wrong.
No, not one bit, because it's been raining now in the last few years, and it's great to see the nice sunny weather coming.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Long may it continue.
Long may it continue, is right, Pete. So you're very welcome to the show here tonight, and I'm delighted to have you as well as a special guest of ours.
Well, I'm very privileged, I'm very honoured, to be honest with you. It's a great privilege for me. Not many really ask me to talk, so here I am. Fire away.
Okay, Pete, so you come originally from Ireland and a place called Mullingar, and you left in your early years.
Yeah, I was born in Mullingar. I mean, I've spent most of my life here in London, and but very fond of Mullingar. I mean, my dear mum still lives there. A sister of mine moved back there quite close a few years ago. And most of my family still live around Mullingar, so very close connections there, and absolutely love the place, you know. So and always look forward to getting back there as often as I can. So yeah, love the place.
That's brilliant. And you have you been singing for many a year now, I suppose?
Well, many would say trying to, but I've been giving it a go for quite a while, yeah. But singing is not really my forte, if you like. I first of all prefer to refer to myself as a songwriter, because that's really what I do. I write songs. I try and sing them, and if people like that, then that's cool, you know. But yeah, I'm first and foremost a songwriter. But I gave the singing a go.
Well, I have to say you're a very good singer, and
well, thank you.
Not only that, a good singer, a great musician as well, and
well, thank you kindly.
And an awful lot of people right around. I know I've been talking to a few people in the last few days in America and Germany and France, and absolutely, you're a big name over there.
Well, I'm very blessed, I have to be honest with you, because I do have such wonderful fans all over the globe, and they really do, I've said this previously, they really do keep you going, because not only do they inspire you to, you know, write new stuff, which is, you know, it's such a crowded field right now that, you know, often people, marvellous songwriters I've known have just said, well, I'll give up. I have never done that, and I have no intentions of ever doing it. So, you know, in recent times, like Linda and Manny in California, Gita, Angelica in Germany, you know, Cheryl in Washington, Eva in Finland. Your own Maureen Henry sent me a lovely message today, which really, you know, just made me smile from ear to ear. And that's when songs that start in your head, you know, and they touch people and they touch their heart, that kind of that means everything. You know, I think people that don't write songs that are great singers and they you know, they interpret other people's work, they'll get the buzz from that, but there's a bigger buzz to be got when you write a very humble song that starts, its creation in your head. There's something wonderful when that touches another heart.
Yes.
Really, that's priceless to me. It really is.
That's what I was going to ask you there, Pete, there now, that is it easy for you to write songs, or does it come easy to you? Does it come a certain time of night or day to you?
I write songs every day, and that's not a boastful or bashful or any other way of saying it kind of way. It's kind of, I think and I'm not putting myself up with other people, but I think if you're born to do something, the songs come to you. And I know I see, on a regular basis, I see, songwriting classes and this. I don't think you can teach somebody to write a song. Not a song that comes from the heart anyway. I think you either have that gift, and it is a gift, or you don't. I'm not being critical of people when I say this, and I'm not being flippant either. I'm just saying that when I listen to songs about leaving Donegal, staying in Donegal, wanting to be in Donegal, I miss Donegal, all this sort of thing, and I think you're just writing that to sell a song. That's not what songwriting's all about. Songwriting is all about sharing things, feelings, expressions, meanings, something that maybe has touched your own heart. It's not writing a song like a committee and let's stick Donegal into it. And listen, that's not a criticism of Donegal. It's one of my favourite places in the world. But what I'm saying is, I see far too much of it, and I don't like that. I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah, I know, lots of songs are only thrown together, but I have to say, I was looking at your songs there, and such as Still Crazy About You is one of them, one of your latest.
Yeah. Well, I'll if I can expand on that song. I mean, I know it's touched a few people. The explanation for that song really is, like you and I, both being Irish, would see this down through the years with other Irish people. And, they stick together through thick and thin. And, they have their ups, they have their downs, and, the beautiful day of the wedding, and, everything is expected, and everything's going to work out well. And, if you go back not too far back in our sort of lifetime, although we weren't around in the 40s, but 40s, 50s and 60s in rural parts of Ireland, there wasn't this option of divorce, there wasn't this option of, see you later, I'm out the door. It kind of wasn't like that. And people had to knuckle down. And people loved each other, and they loved each other more because they stuck together. And it is kind of that thing at the end of the day, that looking across at somebody that now, as you might be, slightly older, and going, I'm still crazy about you. I still love you. And I think that's not a bad sentiment to send out to the world.
No, beautiful words, and as I say, songs can heal a lot of people as well that's been damaged.
Well, they can, because we won't get political, but we live in very troubled times, and I know myself that in solace sometimes when you put on a beautiful song and you can actually sit down and digest what the song means, you just think, wow, it's not so bad. It's really not so bad. And I think a lot of people forget that. We're all too busy rushing from A to B, and we forget the distance between A and B.
That's true.
Time,
Well, Pete, we're going to take a break now, and we're going to play your first song, and it's called Too Late Daddy. And just before that, I just want to say we're giving away a brand new CD this evening, on the show, and
that's wonderful.
Your new CD, Some Lucky Winner. I was just wondering, Pete, will we make a hard question or an easy one for them?
Well, I'm going to make a question, if you don't mind, Brendan.
Yes.
And I'm often portrayed as somebody who doesn't like a lot of Irish country music and stuff, but that's not true, by the way. I love them all, but one of my favourites, and it is way back, you probably will remember him, is the wonderful Val Donegan. And the question might be simple to others, and it might not be simple to some, is in what county in Ireland was Val Donegan born?
Okay, we'll put that one out there now tonight. And in what county in Ireland was Val Donegan born? That's Pete Rivers would like to know that, and the CD, brand new CD, will be going to you tomorrow morning in the post.
That's brilliant, Brendan.
The telephone number is 087 994 1850, or email me here now at brendantgavin@gmail.com. You're tuned to Coastline Radio on the Country Mix Show, and my special guest this evening on Coastline Radio is the one and only Pete Rivers, singer and songwriter. And we're going to take a track now from Pete. It's Too Late Daddy, and we'll be right back after this break for another chat with Pete.
Your daddy's in the corner nursing a bottle of bud. Drove up in that Chevy, the one with the cow on hood. Lofty and Shorty look like they're up to no good. Chewing tobacco, or maybe they're just chewing the cud. I said, you're too late, Daddy, we gotten pretty close. I said, you're too late, Shorty, we got closer than most. You're too late, Lofty, I got something to say. Me and your sister Lola got hitched up today. Your daddy didn't like this much and reached for his gun. Marched up to the bar and said, you got seconds to run. Me and my boys ain't gonna make sure you have no more fun. And don't think for 1 minute I'm ever gonna call you son. I said, you're too late, Daddy, we gotten pretty close. I said, you're too late, Shorty, we got closer than most. I said, you're too late, Lofty, I got something to say. Yeah, me and your sister Lola got hitched up today. And I'm leaving Hicksville. Yeah, I ain't never coming back. Gleason was not a man of fear. Down on his back, your granny broke a barroom chair. Your uncle Cletus screamed, son, get out of here. I looked him in his one good eye, I said, I'm going nowhere. I said, you're too late, Daddy, we gotten pretty close. I said, you're too late, Shorty, we got closer than most. I said, you're too late, Lofty, I got something to say. Yeah, your little sister Lola's in the family way. Now your daddy ain't a man that's known for his charm, but he shook my hand with the power of his mighty tattooed arm. He said, son, I ain't gonna do you no harm, but you and Lola and that little bambino gonna come and live down on the farm. I said, you're too late, Daddy, we got pretty close. I said, you're too late, Shorty, we got closer than most. I said, you're too late, Lofty, I got something to say, yeah. But me and Lola are off down to L.A. I said, me and Lola are off down to L.A. Yeah, we're gonna go out, check Hollywood out, yeah. Twins might be born there, We'll send you all a bag of postcards to the Billies, Hicksville, USA.
Yes, we're right back here again, and you're tuned to Coastline Radio on the Country Mix Show. And if you'd like to say hello to Pete Rivers, you can do it here on the show this evening on 087 994 1850, or email me now at brendantgavin@gmail.com. And that song was a beautiful song. It's such a lovely song, and still, sorry, Too Late, Daddy, it was called. And we're going back again now to Pete Rivers for another little chat. Good evening to you. Still there, Pete?
Yes, I am indeed, sir. How are you?
Not too bad. That was a beautiful song there.
Thank you very much for playing that song. It's another kind of message song. I think a lot of Irish farmers could probably relate to that song. It's where the daughter goes away and she hooks up in their perception of somebody who's probably from the wrong side of the tracks, although he's not really. And by the time they realise there's a little bambino on the way, they want to bring him back to the farm and all play happy families. But the tagline, Too Late, Daddy, people have heard it, so I don't need to explain it, but it kind of is that. It's a little message in that song. Yeah,
there is a message. I was just thinking, there's in a lot of your songs there, they're very nice and lots of love songs, and they're beautiful put together by yourself.
Yeah. Well, I do my best. I do my best. I'd not say I should try harder, but I do my best. So,
indeed,
thank you for that, Brendan.
And I see then on in the end of 2014 there you were number one in the UK country charts.
Yeah. I mean, it probably doesn't mean a great deal in all honesty, but it is nice. It's wonderful recognition. I mean, in no way is this blowing my own trumpet, but I do believe, I checked it out today because I was coming on to this interview, and I have something like 2 million plays on various social media, YouTube, all these things. And if you sat me down at 7 years old when I wrote my first song, and you said to me, someday out there, that amount of people will listen to your songs, I'd have taken that. I would have been somewhere else. But that was, it's hard sometimes, as I say, to capture that in your head and think, 2 million plays, that
is wonderful.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
That is.
It's not. I'm being humble saying this. These are the stats. I'm just quoting the stats, and I'm very proud of that. It doesn't really earn you any money on a lot of the social media things, which is a shame. But hopefully that will change in the future. But not anytime soon, I don't expect. But look, this is the modern world. People listen to songs, They like songs. If they like them, they'll play them again. You know, the latest album, not a deliberate plug, the latest album, you know, May the Road Always Rise to Meet You, is on Amazon's, iTunes, Apple, you know, the CD's on the website, and it's going very well. And I'm really pleased because I don't cover anybody else's songs. I only ever record my own songs, and that's quite deliberate, because if you really need to know anything about me, they're all in the songs.
Well, exactly, you know. Pete, yeah. And even on, I just looking here as well there in 2013, I'm nearly sure this is right, but you can correct me if I'm wrong, Pete. Yeah. You went to the top every month of the year.
In the UK?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Which was absolutely fantastic. You know, sometimes you think, oh, you know, where is it all going? But as I said to you, you know, when people keep listening to the songs, and as a songwriter, first and foremost, when you create things like the latest album's got 10 songs, I wrote them 10 songs. They're my work, they're my creation, they're how I want them to sound. And when people like them, when they share them, when they, you know, whatever they do in the modern world now, it's absolutely wonderful, because it all started there. It all started in your head. And, you know, I've already written another album. Whether I ever get to record it, I don't know, but I've already written it. And I like to, personally, as with most people, if, you know, you want to push yourself further, you want to explore things further, you want to reach out to different paths, you know, quite deliberately on that last album, I wanted to do some story songs, you know, not dissimilar really to the wonderful Marty Robbins, to do a kind of set the listener up that this is a story, and come with me on the story, you know, listen to the song.
Yes,
listen,
and
you know, see what happens, you know.
That is it's great to hear that, because for somebody like yourself writing all those songs, and it goes to show.
No, thank you.
Goes to show what type of talent that you have, and that you haven't even unleashed yet.
Well, hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. But no, look, I always like to pay homage to my heroes, and I always like to pay slight homage to people I've loved, like, you know, the Johnny Cashes, the Elvis Presleys, the Roy Orbisons, you know, the Marty Robbins, like they're, you know, Jim Ed Brown, who died recently, all these people. I love all these people, the Don Gibsons, all these natural performers, natural songwriters. It's something I cherish, and that will never change. You know, if I'm lucky enough to be sitting in a rocking chair at 100 years of age, these are the people I will still be listening to. You know?
Well, you know, we're going to take another track of yours now, and it's a song called Kiss Me Softly.
Oh, excellent. Thank you, Brendan.
And we'll take one more track, and we'll be right back for another little chat with Pete Rivers, our special guest this evening on Coastline Radio. We'll be right back after this song, and it's a beautiful song as well from Pete Rivers, and it's called Kiss Me Softly.
This moment just wanna be your dashing Mr. Cool. Treating me nice, that's a golden rule. Love me tender, cause I'm nobody's fool. Move closer, don't be cruel. So kiss me softly, neath this beautiful moon. Hold me closely, neath these heavenly skies. Tonight the stars are playing a tune. Kiss me softly, kiss me soon. And I can hear a choir of angels from the heavens up above, sing an old romantic song, a song of love. So kiss me softly, neath this beautiful moon. Hold me closely, neath these heavenly skies. Tonight the stars are playing a tune. Kiss me softly, kiss me soon.
Hello and welcome back to Coastline Radio on the Country Mix Show. I'm Brendan, and it's coming live here from Dublin City, Ireland, going right around the globe. Our special guest this evening is a gentleman called Mr. Pete Rivers, singer and songwriter. I have him here speaking all the way from London, and we're back with the second part of the show here now, and that was a beautiful song there as well, Pete.
Thank you very much, Brendan. Yeah, that's very kind of you. Kiss Me Softly is really a song about, we've all been there, or hopefully we all will be there, and it's about capturing a moment, and it's about saying, well, what's to lose? Let's go with it now. Let's fall in love. I love you, you love me, the basis of all human life. And let's go along with that. And I know it's very popular with the wonderful ladies, and I'm very proud of that. Very proud of it.
Yeah, I do get requests to play that an awful lot here on Coastline Radio, Pete. And they love your music. And speaking of all that, a lot of people around the world here tonight are sending you best wishes and hope that where can we buy your album?
Well, this is the part I don't like. I don't do plugs, but I know it's part of the job. I mean, the songs, the latest album, May the Road Always Rise to Meet You, and the other albums are always on iTunes, Amazon, Apple. You can get the albums, the CDs directly from the website, www.peterivers.com, I think it is. I'm with a German label at the moment called Record Jet, and they are promoting that album as well. And things are going well. So we see where they go from here. But I'm very proud of this album, as I have been of all of my recent albums. My sort of first album back after quite a break was The Long Way Home, which I recorded with a very dear friend of mine, another piece, who produced it as well, and we were so confident about, you know, probably the projected sales of that album. We really got wrapped up into it, and it was a very brilliantly produced album, and, you know, we co-wrote all those songs together, but it wasn't to be. But I don't give up. This is a thing, this is really the granite Irish in me. I don't give up. And I believe I have something worthwhile to say via my songs, and not in a preachy way, in a kind of, well, maybe if you listen to this, you might get something out of it. And maybe if you don't even listen that closely to it, you might like the tune, or you might like the air, whatever. But, you know, if I didn't consider the stuff I was doing any good, I just wouldn't do it. But I do, so I'll keep doing it.
And you know, Pete, I was just looking there, you have lots of the songs that you're writing. There's, as you were saying, there's something in it for everybody, and you have sad songs, happy songs,
yeah,
and kind of upbeat in a bit of way as well. And
well, yeah, I mean, you know, us Irish, Brendan, we like to get out on the floor and dance, don't we? So, you know, at the end of the day, it's not all about the deep meaning of life. I mean, sometimes you just have to get up and, you know, have a good old jive or whatever. But I probably do sway a little bit towards the more serious aspect of life, or the more thinking aspect of it. And I don't mind that. I'm quite proud of that, because, you know, I think being Irish, we get the world so much. And I'm not comparing myself to the great thinkers in Irish history, but I probably would be an Irish thinker in respect of, I think quite a lot about things, and I analyse things quite a bit, and I like to write about things that maybe would touch a beautiful heart somewhere around the world. I like that, you know.
Yes, indeed, Pete. Well, as a creator and a creator of great, brilliant songwriting, I have to say, when are you going to stop writing? Or are you going to continue on for a long time to come? Hopefully you will.
Well, I will, because, and thank you for those kind words. As I said, I will be not only listening when I'm in the rocking chair at 100, I'll still be writing. And if, God willing, I am still here, I think you don't ever not aspire to continue. I think you should always continue. And if with music, and especially songwriting, it is my passion above all else, I will continue to do that until I breathe my last.
You know, Pete Rivers, I was just going to ask you another one or two questions before we wrap it up for the night. What for young people who's gone out today and starting up singing and songwriting, would you give them, is it a hard business to be in, or would you give them a little bit of advice if they're listening here tonight?
Well, I would actually, and I mean, I do keep my ear to the ground, especially in Ireland, and I would give a bit of advice, yeah. It's probably a bit late in the day for some of them, to be honest with you, because, and I'm not going to get into the politics of the Irish country music business, because we could be here all night. But what I will say is this, be true to yourself, you know, be true to yourself, and don't be quick to sell out, you know. I should have done, but I never did. I should have sold out a long time ago, but I wouldn't like myself very much if I did. I notice a lot of people, they play the game, and you play the game for so long. I mean, I see some, I kind of equate this, and I'm sorry I'm banging on at your show, but kind of equate a lot of the Irish country music business scene, call it what you will, to walking through a vineyard and getting to where you sample the wine, and basically you're given a glass of wine, but you don't ever go down to the cellar where the good wine is. And I'm not talking about myself. I know some absolutely fabulous songwriters in Ireland who deserve to be right to the fore. And they're not. And it puzzles me, but then again, I understand it. And it's not a criticism, because businesses work the way they do because they do. And everybody has to scratch each other's backs. And I see some very feeble attempts at, in recent years, of covering pop songs and rock songs from yesteryear, and trying to convert them into country songs. And for the life of me, I'll never understand that. And putting a jive beat to them, I don't get that.
No,
there is plenty of very talented, not talking about Mayfain, there is plenty of very talented songwriters in Ireland that will write you a very good country song. You don't need to do that. And I think, for a nation of people, along with our Celtic brothers and sisters in Scotland, that really give country music to the world, your audiences deserve a bit more than that. I'm not talking about dance bands and people who play, in various dance halls at weekends. They do what they do, and that's wonderful. But you're not bringing anything new to the table, and it's not a big criticism. It's just a fact. Well, you're just going through the motions. You're not doing anything different, and you're blocking people coming through that actually have something to say. And I don't like to listen to young people, maybe 13, 14 years old, as I have done in recent weeks, singing classic American songs about, their exes and divorces and everything like that. Hang on a sec. That doesn't sound right. Now, who's promoting that? Who's doing that? That's not right. You want to sell a few songs, you want to sell a few records, fair enough. But do it in a mannered fashion. Don't do it in that fashion. So, my lasting piece of advice to anyone that's coming through in Ireland right now, and there is so many brilliant young people coming through that write their own songs as well, and if they don't write their own songs, they're brilliant singers and performers. Be true to yourself. Don't sell your soul. Be true to yourself.
Well, Pete Rivers, that's lovely words there that you're after putting out there, and thank you for that. And Pete, thank you for taking the time to come to talk to us here on Coastline Radio tonight.
Thank you so much, sir.
And
thank you, Brendan.
You're very welcome.
And thank you very much for having me on your station.
And before you go, Pete, I just want to say that we're giving a brand new CD of Pete Rivers away this evening, and you have to answer this question before you get it. And the question is, where did Val Doonican come from? What part of Ireland does Val Doonican come from? And
that's brilliant, Brendan.
That comes from Pete Rivers there as well. So we're taking a track here, the last track of the evening here from your album, and it's a song called Still Crazy About You.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Brendan.
And it was a pleasure talking to you, Pete, and I hope you might come the way again and have another chat with us along the way.
I will indeed, sir. Thank you very much, and it was my pleasure, Brendan. Thank you very much for having me on the show.
Thanks so much, Pete.
All the best, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I promised you a castle, didn't quite work out. stopped believing that maybe it would someday walk through good and bad times, no little surprise. When the stars invade the night, I see the young girl in your eyes. I'm sorry if I've ever hurt you, if I've ever let you down, if I've ever made you blue. I'm sorry, but you know you hold the key. Love is no mystery. Still crazy about you. Promised you the world from the shackles of our hometown. You'd always be my queen, though I never could afford your crown. Walk through the rain clouds, seeking perfect skies. When the sun smiles through the blue, I see the young girl in your eyes. I'm sorry if I've ever hurt you, if I've ever let you down, if I've ever made you blue. I'm sorry, but you know you hold the key. Love is no mystery. Still crazy about you. When the last great days of summer meet the first great days of autumn, know that you are loved. Know that you are loved. I'm sorry if I've ever hurt you, if I've ever let you down, if I've ever made you blue. I'm sorry, but you know